Hi Gemini, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Gemini, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you are a continued subby of mine, you know I love you for it. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. All right, so before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week, in fact, before we get into that, happy damn birthday! If you are celebrating your birthday today, or your solar return as it's known, please don't forget to fill this day with a little bit of everything that you want in your life over the course of the next 12 months to happen for you. All right, now with that said, your key to the week is the Star card. You are getting a little glimpse this week of just how things can be. Now this is huge, right? Because you've got obviously Mercury's retrograde in your sign. On top of that, we have an eclipse in your sign. So if you're having your birthday on the eclipse, this is a huge deal, right? It's a huge deal for Geminis in general, but especially those of you that are having your birthday around this time, because it means that it is literally in some way, shape or form going to change your life. This is a really big deal, right? So pay attention to what comes up, because you are likely to be revisiting this for a while to come. Remember, the Star card is usually big, or not even big, it's long periods of time, anything from 17 to 21 years usually. So for those of you that are looking to conceive, etc., this could be a really powerful time for that. Yeah, and you know, the Star card for all of you in general is really saying to you, whatever you're getting a bit of now, you're getting a whole lot of it later. So pay attention to what comes up. For your actions and options this week, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, there's a focus on work this week, work, the profession. Interestingly enough, the Star card is number 17. 1 and 7 gives you 8. You've also got that 8 here. 2 8 represents new knowledge, new information coming in. So pay attention to that this week, especially if there's something that can take you onto or into the digital sphere in some way, shape or form. Especially those of you that are wanting to create a new website. Maybe you already work online, you're trying to expand your business. This week there could be a shot for you to do that, or at least an understanding of how to make that happen, which is really exciting. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Moon card. So the one thing that I will say to you is obviously that Mercury retrograde is hanging around, and you know, everybody's feeling it in some way, shape or form. The fact that you have the Moon card in your communications and conversations, you don't have all the facts yet. All right, there's something that you're not quite aware of. There may be something going on in that. Sorry, I've got that itchy nose thing, and it only ever happens during the readings. It really drives me nuts. The Moon card also suggests that you don't have all the facts yet, or there might be something you know, going on behind the scenes that you're as yet not aware of. But it's underneath the Star card, which suggests that this could be something really good that you're not aware of. So don't kind of think like, oh, you know, I'm being backstabbed or anything like that. This could be that something is shaping up simultaneously with whatever you're working on or towards that you're not aware of as yet. So try not to let fear set in and color all of your all of the options that are going to be available to you. When it comes to those of you that work for somebody else, this week there could be something going on behind the scenes that maybe highlights to you where there is a chance for you to get ahead. Maybe something is presented to you this week and you're not really sure how you feel about it. You might kind of be like, you know what, I'm not sure it's for me. Remain open, because it could be something truly awesome. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, take a moment this week to consider that maybe your network isn't serving you as best it could. Maybe this would be time to cash in favors. Maybe this would be time for you to consider who is in the network, and if they're, you know, especially if you're paying for a service this week, I would just consider if maybe you're getting everything that you're actually paying for. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, This would be a week where really delving into your past in some way, shape or form could be really handy for you. You might discover a hidden gem of wisdom that suddenly becomes relevant. You might decide this week to take something off the back burner and say, okay, you know what, I'm going to give this a dust up and then push it out forward and see what we can do with it now. Older and wiser and all of that. For your money and materials, you have the Chariot card. Sorry, for the money and materials, you have the Chariot card. So finances look good this week. There's definite advancement when it comes to the way that you make money or the amount of money that you can make, especially if you're launching something into the digital sphere, into the online world. There are good results here for you. The Chariot card is a fast card, so it asks you to kind of take a moment, slow down, don't just charge straight in. You know, slow and methodical. If it's good now, it will be good then. Take your time with it. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your stomach and your chest as well. You've got to look after your lungs this week, especially because this is a lot of water actually. I'm just observing this now, and obviously you have the moon card present. This would be a really good week to not dry your lungs out, that's probably a stupid way of saying it, but you know, to get some good air. All right, so even if that means taking, you know, a few hours off to go and walk out in nature if possible, wherever you are. When it comes to your home and environment, well, this week it looks like it's going to be very busy, right? The home is busy, you are busy, there's a lot going on around you, there's a lot going on with you, possibly even a lot going on for you, you know, especially if you've got a birthday. So enjoy that, right? Sometimes it's nice to be busy or to have a hubbub. For your love and relations, you have the Queen of Pentacles. For those of you that are partnered or in relationships, your relationship does need a little bit of maintenance this week. Maybe your partner is feeling a little bit neglected. Maybe they're feeling a little bit overlooked. This would be a really good time to address what your partner's needs are and what the relationship needs actually are. You know, on both sides, obviously. But yeah, pay attention to that this week. And then for those of you that are single, I mean, one of the ways that this could play out, it is the moon card, so it does have an element of the past, and you've got the star card right above it. If you hear from an ex, if you get the I miss you text, if you get the social media reach out, it would not be a surprise to me, especially with what's going on with the astrology. So just consider that that might be there. I would say with the Queen of Pentacles, approach this from a very practical stance rather than an emotional one, just so that you can be discerning about whether it's meant to be a reconnection or an assimilation. And by assimilation, I mean you assimilate the lessons that you learnt with this person, you shut the whole thing down properly. Then you have your Human Design Oracle card for the eclipse. You've got the Gate 27 and Caring. And I think it was Taurus that had this, and I said to them, this is the energy of, it's usually spontaneous surprises. Anytime you see a robin, there's an energy of a divine message that makes its way into your life. The fact that it is about caring, this is about really opening up to that emotional space, but from a very practical level. All right, don't allow yourself to be fooled. Really, use this eclipse to open up your heart and ask yourself, what is it that I truly desire? What is the thing that I really want in my heart of hearts at this moment in time? And what does the future look like based on that? With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.